बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम आमीन. Complex numbers, lecture number 5. We should always be well dressed. Polynomial equations. We use long division to solve the polynomial equations in complex numbers. Question number 1. Show that z is equal to 4 is a root of this polynomial equation and hence solve the equation. We have to do two things. Number one, we have to prove that this is the root of this equation, and then we have to solve this equation. Proving the root is very simple. We just need to substitute 4 into equation, and we have 64 minus 64, so 0, hence shown z is equal to 4 is the root of the equation. Now we should use the long division because the power of the polynomial is 3. So whenever the polynomial's power is 3 or more, we always use the long division to get the remaining factors. This is the linear factor. It was given in the question. So we need a quadratic factor, and this is the quadratic factor. You know how to do long division. I'm not discussing long division here. This is the quotient, and in fact this is the quadratic factor of the polynomial. So we have to solve this factor. Since this factor has no real roots, therefore we should use quadratic formula, and then we have got these answers. So these are 2 roots and this is 1 root. So this polynomial f of z has 2 complex roots and 1 real root. Question number 2. We have to, given that z minus 2i is a factor of the polynomial, hence solve pz is equal to 0. That's the question. We have to solve p of z to 0. As z minus 2i is given as a factor, therefore z plus 2i must also be a factor, the conjugate of z minus 2i. Quadratic formula, we need the quadratic factor. So this factor was given, and this is the conjugate of the first factor. So z square plus 4 is the quadratic factor of the polynomial. Make sure while using long division, don't write z static here. Just write z and just change the sign of the imaginary part of the factor. By using long division, we can get the other quadratic factor, which is z square plus 9. This factor was, we just found this factor, and this is the factor, this is the quotient of the polynomial. Therefore we have got both the linear quadratic factors of the polynomial. So this factor we found this factor, and this factor, we found this factor through long division. Well, since we have to solve the equation, therefore either this factor to 0 or this factor to 0. So since this factor has no real root, so by taking square root on both sides, we have z is equal to plus minus 2i here, and here z is equal to plus minus 3i. So this polynomial has 4 complex roots. The next topic of this lecture is square roots in xy form. We already have done square root in exponential form. Now let us discuss this square root in xy form. We can find the square root of a complex number. This is the question. We need the square root of this number, minus 2 plus 2 root 3i. Find the square root of this and show the position of these roots on an Argand diagram. So first we need to work for the square roots. Find x plus iy, where x and y are real, such that x plus iy plus minus 2 plus 2 root 3i. because it was given square root, so we have to write plus minus and we have to put the number inside the root. We first will work x plus iy. So as x plus iy is equal to plus minus minus 2 plus 2 root 3i and the whole root. Therefore, on squaring both sides, we have x plus iy is minus 2 plus 2 root 3i. Now we need to expand the left side, and after simplifying the left side, we have x square minus y square here and 2xy here. So we just need to equate the real part with the real part and imaginary part with the imaginary part. So we have two equations. By solving these two equations simultaneously, we will have the values of x and y. So by substituting y is equal to root 3 upon x from equation 2 into equation 1, we have this equation. So by breaking the middle term, we have two values of x. This is the right value of x. X square is equal to 1, this value. Since x is real, so this value will be rejected. Discard x square minus 3. So by solving the second equation, which is x square is equal to 1, we have x is equal to plus minus 1, and by substituting plus minus 1 into this equation, this one, we will have the values of y, which are plus minus root 3. So we have got two values of x and two values of y. So these are two square roots, the required square root of the complex number. We have to show the square roots on the Argand diagram. So this is the first square root and this is the second square root. Now this is very important. If you will observe the second root, if the first root is in first quadrant, then the second root must be in the opposite quadrant, meaning in the third quadrant here. So if the first root is in fourth quadrant, then the second root must be in the opposite quadrant. The opposite quadrant of fourth is second. So remember this thing, that I have mentioned this here. The square roots are in the opposite quadrants, and this fact is used while finding the square roots in REI theta form. Don't be proud. We should be humble and kind and soft, and we should be down to earth. I will discuss more things of complex numbers in my next lecture, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.